Aaron, great win today, 6-0 against Poole Town. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy. We worked hard the last couple of weeks. We played some really tough opponents, and Poole are struggling in the league at the minute, but they don't deserve to be where they are in the league. Like, haven't seen some of their games this season, so we knew they'd be at it, and we knew if we let them have anything, they will take their chances. I mean, when I watched them, they actually pinned Chesham back for half an hour of that game, and Chesham were top of the league at the time. But what really pleased me today was our clean sheet. We didn't give them anything. We weren't sloppy at the back, and we took our chances going forward. And for me, that is exactly what we've been asking of the players for the last couple of weeks. So to see that was brilliant.
Is it fair to say you could probably take the two halves were slightly different in terms of performances? Because while you were 2-0 up at half time, there was potentially improvements that could have been made on that performance.
Yeah, there's going to be improvements on any performance. We just spoke about half time, about just quality. We were our own worst enemies, which, as anyone's watched us play this season, will tell you exactly the same thing. Sometimes the opponents look more dangerous when we have the ball, and today was no exception. First half, our passes were off, our rotations weren't quick enough. We were playing out from the back, and we were just setting ourselves up to fail, really. But the second half, we came out and we completely changed that, And I've got no negatives to say about this week. Last week teaches us with things that happened here off the field. Life's too short to be worried about negatives and things, that aren't great. And we've worked hard this week. We've come out here. We've won 6-0. We kept a clean sheet. Scores in our league have gone for us, I think, today as well, which is another positive. So I've got absolutely no complaints or anything about how we played. First half wasn't great, but they got through it and they changed what we asked of them. And second half, I thought we were absolutely outstanding, and we could have had loads more goals. And again, we were solid at the back, and that's the most pleasing thing for me.
When we talk about, say, the game as a whole, there's possibly some individuals that kind of stood out. I think up on the balcony, I think one of the ones that I heard a lot of name was for Rachel, because just her speed, I think the defenders just couldn't cope today.
Yeah, they couldn't, and I'm so pleased with Rachel. She's got her first 2 goals of the season today, but she has worked so hard in training. When she came to us, she was so raw, and poor old Rachel, I'm throwing so much at her to get her up to the level needed for this league. And when you are a quick player, and when you are a good player, you get picked out, and opponents picking her out, but she's getting kicked all over the place today. She just got up, dusted herself down, bagged a couple of assists, bagged 2 goals, outstanding. And the best thing for me is her attitude. Her attitude is brilliant. She travels a long way to come play for us. She took a big risk signing for us over other teams, and I'm fully appreciative of her. I think she's amazing, and she doesn't know it yet, but we're going to go in the bar and present her with player of the game that the coaches have voted for today, because she was absolutely brilliant.
And then, of course, in terms of the goals, you said 6 goals scored, and you had 5 different goal scorers. It wasn't just Rachel. Sian, misconsistent, we should say, this season. Chesh getting on the score sheet. Tucker and Gracie White. Just great to see so many people getting on that score sheet.
Yeah, and all from different areas, like from set plays, from open play, from crosses, long shots. It was brilliant to see. Like I said, there's no negatives I'm not going to take from today. We played well. The players played really well. The subs that came on changed the game, made it better when they came on because certain legs were flagging. I'm really happy, really pleased, and they just really need to sort of, remember where we were this time last week. And just enjoy the week now. We've got a really tough game with Portishead next week. They've lost today, so they're going to be down. They're going to come here and they want to prove a point. But it's just enjoy the week. Just enjoy the win, enjoy the week, and enjoy the moment.
How do you prep for this? Because both of these games, that Poole today and Portishead next week, we were due to play them next month in November. They've now been brought forward. How have you found that to change that for training and set yourself up for it?
I'd like to think I'm very organised anyway, and I think it's not really changed because I always plan 3-4 weeks ahead anyway, so it hasn't really affected anything. We just work hard behind the scenes, so hopefully the players don't see that we're changing things, and maybe like a swan we look calm on the surface, but underneath we're all panicking and trying to get it all in. But poor old Steve, the secretaries had to book pitches, extra referees and stuff like that. That's the stuff that really impacts it. But I try and take all the pressure away from the players and stuff like that, so they just rock up and they train and they play, and that's all they have to do. So hopefully nothing's changed. I mean, I think maybe tomorrow the FA Cup draw will come in, and we've probably got, we'll have an FA Cup game this week as well, and God knows who that's against. Knowing our luck, we'll be travelling down to the depths of, Avon and Somerset or something. So that's going to be thrown in, and that's short notice because that's only 2 weeks away. So that'll be challenging. 3 weeks, and then we've got Hampshire Cup this month as well. So that's great for us because Hampshire Cup didn't really run last year. So for us to be in it this year is fantastic. And hopefully we'll get a good couple of cup runs in the FA Cup, League Cup as well. That's coming up next month. So, but we want that, don't we? We want to be playing football. We don't want to be sat at home watching other people playing football on the telly or streaming. We want to be here playing it ourselves on a great pitch. And fair play to Alresford. There's so many games have been called off. The last 24 hours have we seen. Even at Fratton Park, you were there yesterday, the rain was torrential, the flooding over the pitch was terrible. And today we've come here and the pitch is in immaculate condition because Paddy, the groundsman, and Alresford, they've worked together and they've got the pitch playable, and all credit to them, So yeah, all in all, good weekend, tough week to come. And it's a tough month to come. There's a lot of games coming and in different competitions as well. And what's pleasing me is that everyone's getting lots of minutes. Everyone's getting minutes. Again, we used all 5 subs today. I thought, Amy and Lydia, who were the reserves last week, they came on today and they were outstanding today. And they do exactly what's asked of them. And no moaning that they're on the bench. They come on, they play. Lucy's come on and she's done really well in the back again. Kept a clean sheet, made some good passes, made some good runs going forward. And Gilly as well. Gilly's ever present. She's amazing. Great attitude to have, and she's come on and she's changed the game down that left hand side. And I think the last couple of weeks, I think Emily's struggled for us because she's had injury with her calf. But today she's come on and she's shown what the player that she is. And for her now, she has to play that every single week and at training. But she's capable of that, and she travels a long way for training. She's here every week. And a great assist today. What a great run down the left. She's used her weak foot to put it across, and Cheshire's then finished it. So top marks to Emily today as well.